economic. Fishermen have been lamenting about how premix has been diverted. The government became smart by changing the color to blue, but the fishermen are still complaining that the product is being hoarded by people who sell it to them. And according to a report by the chairman of the premix committee, that's Nilante Bannerman, some of the people who sell this premix fuel sell it for more than 100% of the price. For instance, a price around 400 cedis will go as much as 1,200 cedis. We've come here today for the Citi Newsroom to the landing beach at Tema to assess this story, hear from the fishermen themselves, and also speak to the task force that has been set up to enforce the proper sale of premix at the right price. Let me go to this shed where fishermen, today is a Tuesday, they're not working, they are mending their nets. If I could just quickly speak to one of them. Hello, can I help you? Let me hold this one for you. Thank you. Okay, hello, my name is Umaru from Citi TV. What's your name?
My name is George Ayi.
George Ayi. Tell me about premix.
I'm here, I'm
Who are the people who buy and then they do that to you? But the filling station or the pump station is just here, is at the landing beach with you. So why is it that it's not easy for you to get?
I'm foot or one, I'm petrol, and I'm on. I am a chimo, not favor. No,
do you know how much they are supposed to sell one drum for you?
I'm more 10 million, 9 million. I'm 5.5. I'm on. You go a fin one, now, I get a few.
We're still sampling views from them. I'm under the shed where fishermen are mending their nets. Mpacho, sa premix in sem no mu ye no sen ana e cost.
Seme kasaka kra to our fishing there is very bad. It's say petrol no mo deba no. Petrol no at times say ya petrol hu hia na at times say bia na enam so wonsuo mu na ye hia petrol say ye du ko edwuma ye nya petrol enfa ko edwuma nti bi at times bia say bia 3 days 4 days na ye tifie ye ko edwuma na efu edwuma no so na ye a ye de bi hwe ye yire mo ne ye mba no mo na two petrol na omo deba no so no outside people so na omo ton de ye connection no ne boy ye den well ne boy den say ko shell ho no mo a and the price ne ye normal but say your outside na ye koto omo ba shell koto no wehu omo ba shell koto no mudu kofie no say shell petrol ni short a say your outside na ye koto enu ye connection wa no at times say e bi mu to me ton 13 12 wehu 12 million 30 million no boy den
yeah say na but committee na almost set no committee no emboa mo
me to me ka say emboa me to me ka say emboa but me the nya fishermen there ye problem na ne say petrol no high too much at the mahen.
Yeah, that's it. So that's another sad story of how they are losing out to people who hoard the premix and sell it to them at exorbitant prices. Now this is despite the fact that a committee has been set up to at least solve this particular issue. Now premix in the past has always been tracked, but it seems the surveillance now is on the high side. The man who runs Ghana's premix fuel, or who sits at the top of Ghana premix, Nilante Bannerman, has actually set up a committee whose job is to track the movement of premix, the sale, and also to prevent the hoarding of the commodity, which has been an issue in the past where fishermen have had to complain. And luckily, we've run into the committee at work. There's a tanker that has just finished offloading, and they're here to inspect. Hello, committee members. Welcome to Citi Newsroom. Yeah. I think I'll just stand in there somewhere in between. Who is the chairman?
This is the chairman.
Yeah, the chairman.
Yes, please.
What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Isaac Newton.
Isaac. And these are your members?
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so what do you do? Committee members, you are 11?
Yeah, we are 11 in number.
You were set up by Nilante Bannerman.
Exactly. I mean,
what's you're supposed to do? What's your scope of work?
Yeah, thank you so much. We were set up through the National Premix Committee in collaboration with the Tema Municipal Assembly. Okay. And about 3 weeks ago, we inaugurated an assembly. and I'm the chairman of the committee. I think basically our mandate is to make sure, there has been a lot of complaints that the fisher folks are not getting the premix. And then there's another point of hoarding in the system. When the premix comes, instead of the premix going to the fisher folks, most of the people will buy and then they add some additional money to sell to the premix, to the fisher folks. So this committee was set up basically to come in to curtail that problem. So we are basically monitoring the discharge of the product, and then after which we'll take a measurement with them to make sure the quantity that the truck brought is intact.
So before a truck leaves store, they call you and inform you that a truck is coming? So no tanker can come here and offload premix without your consent?
That is correct.
Why?
Yeah, you see, because of the hoarding in the system, and then a lot of complaints too have gone to the top. So we've told them, we've met with the committee members that henceforth, when we started our work, although we had the call from the tour, all right, when we come, and when they come and then even we are not here, they cannot discharge until we are here.
I want you to take me through what happens. The tanker has come to this place. You called here what, a filling station?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a discharge point and a station.
Exactly.
Can you walk me through what happens? You can just show me.
Okay.
Thank you. So let's start from here. This is a tanker. How many liters?
This tanker brought 13,500 liters.
13,500.
Sure.
And this is the discharge.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, this truck you see have 4 chambers.
Okay.
You have 4 chambers. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, as you can see. When we finish with the discharging, we will take the measurement to make sure that he has actually brought 13,500 liters.
I see. This is characteristic of premix. We are told that the color was going to be changed.
Yeah.
Is this the color?
Yeah. This is the color of the premix.
So if I see this, then I know that this is premix.
Exactly, premix for the fisher folks.
One other issue that has come up is the one that has to do with filling station people hoarding the premix fuel. And of course, they hoard this in barrels that they intend to sell to the fishermen. Some of them say they buy it for 900 cedis, 1,000 cedis, and 1,001 cedis. So the problem that you're supposed to be fixed apparently is still there.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's a major issue that we were faced with when we came as a premix monitoring team. And we've been able to meet with so far we've been able to meet with the 4 committees on these drums that you see over here. Okay. And per the information we are having and then they are giving us is that most of the committee members, most of them have canoes. Okay. Some have about 3-4 canoes. So when the premix come, yes, of course, they will make sure.
They save themselves.
Exactly. But we make sure they pay. They don't just fetch into the drums and then they go out. We make sure they pay the money. And then, just behind us, they've built some rooms for them where they kept those things. Their outboard motors, their fishing gears and these things. But the rooms are not enough. And then some other ones some also fetch and then they don't have place to keep it. So they keep it here. When they're about to go to the fishing and they come for it.
But what happens to the drums then? The drums that were already there before you came in?
Yeah, that is what I said. When we came, those drums were there and then we've been able to, we've met them, the committee members, the 4 committees that we have worked so far with. We've met them and we told them that those are the complaints that we were having. So we want those things to come out from the filling stations. And they have agreed to do it. And then we've given them an ultimatum up to next week Friday that we should make sure all those things come out from the filling station.
And they have agreed that they'll bring them out?
Oh yes, when changes come, it's difficult. When you put in any new changes, it's difficult for people. But we've been able to. We told them that it is part of our mandate, and so therefore everything should come out. By next week Friday.